Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Ecliptic Spiritualist channel. I'm Ranita, and let's dive right into this full moon in Taurus. She should be exalted. We're so excited to talk about this full moon. We've got our rituals and intentions and so much more to dive right in. So let's get it in. Now, with this new moon in Taurus, it's to be exalted, full of bliss, to move to greatness and greatness. All right. So it is more like a sensual moon. It's very delicious, as we want to say. It's like It's a good moon. It tastes good. It feels good. It is comfy and kind of dreamy, and it's going to move us forward into our what? Into our greatness. So we will set goals with so much bliss and ideas. The ideas and so much bliss is going to come and flutter through to you with this full moon. Okay, so there's a lot of thoughts are going to come through, and don't dismiss those thoughts, because these new thoughts that's coming and flooding through with this wonderful moon in Taurus will take shape if you don't disregard it and get caught up into your ego, because we do have another aspect that can make you double back and not follow through with the ideas that are going to come through to you. So November the 12th, 2019, which is coming on Tuesday, if it's not already Tuesday in your area, but it is Eastern Standard Time that will come and into its fruition at 8:34 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So check your local listing of your time in which the full moon will come in. All right, so the full moon is also will have us to, this particular full moon is going to have us to set goals. Now, the past two moons have had us doing that, because the last full moon was the first full moon for the next 12 cycles. That was the setup. Now, and that was in Aries. So now we have the full moon in Taurus, Lady Taurus and gentlemen. This particular full moon is another moon that's full of release and setting intentions. Okay, so what this full moon also will do with the release is going to have you to be relate to physical possessions, but it will have you release and look at habits you no longer need, that has kept you stuck and complacent, along with having to move out of your comfort zone. So this full moon will have you to be releasing in some areas, and also to do what? Move you out of your comfort zone. So reason is that we have Venus, and I want to talk about the astrological forecast probability and the forecast in this, because it does play a very intricate part. I really wanted to go over the sextile and the 8 degrees and all that, but I didn't want to overload you because we do have rituals and intentions. So just giving you the overview is that Venus is in charge of this Taurus moon as well. So that's part of the astrological area, and we're going to skip past the sextiles on this. But along with it sitting in the sign of Sagittarius. So Venus is sitting in the sign of Sagittarius. So this will have us, including myself, shift from comfort to adventure. So we're going to have this boom, ba-doom, boom thing. It's going to be like exalting, comfy, delicious, hot cocoa and coffee and tea or whatever, just comfy with a blanket. And then we're going to have this soar energy come up and away, adventure. I can do it. I can jump out of planes and all that, because Sagittarius brings that energy as well of adventure and trying things and optimism. So what it's going to do is that when the moon reaches its peak, Venus is going to square with Neptune. So we must get set up. Once that hits Neptune, it's going to bring us into a shift of getting set up with boundaries in the areas of love, money, and pleasures. So we're going to have a shift. Everything is going to go doopity boom and then boom, where you're going to be looking at love, money, and pleasures. Once you have this mix of astrological planets shifting over the next 3 days in this full moon, you want to be mindful of your love and money pleasures as well, because you don't want to overindulge indulge or overspend, and then after that you like, what happened? So it's going to have that whirlwind that's going to come in. But we also have the moon trying to this self same Neptune, which allows us to work with our intuition. So Neptune always brings in allowing us to work with our intuition, and that is going to be very heightened. Okay, our intuition is going to be very heightened. So that's always a plus, to be able to work with our higher selves and to hear clearer than we normally do at times. Sometimes we have those peaks. So when the planets are trying each other and these different things, it gives us more heightness because we're part of this realm. So in reference to, at the same time, you want to be cautious. We got a lot of things going on. So at the same time, you want to be cautious because the full moon is in effect. And we have Mercury in retrograde going on to the November the 20th, and then it's going to be in the shadow phase again, and then by the end of the month of November. So you may even be challenged at the same time in power struggles and disagreements. Those things can play a part too, especially where the moon and where certain planets lie within your natal chart, which is your houses, okay, which is 12 houses. And that's a whole nother topic, but it does play a part. So there's 3 areas we want to set our intentions to. All right. Now get your joss paper ready. Now, when we do our intentions, we're setting intentions. Remember, I said in the beginning of the video, because this is another moon where we can do both, we're going to set intentions and then we're going to do a release. So what you want to do, we always use our what? Joss paper. This is our joss paper. We use this to write on. In the ethers, they recognize the joss paper is like money, right? So what we're going to do is, and we do sell joss paper. If you don't have joss paper, you can purchase it through us, or for now you can use parchment paper or brown paper. But what we're going to do, there's 3 areas that we can focus on our intentions, but not limited to. So if you're led to do more or look at another aspect in your life, you may do so. But these are 3 recommendations. So one is abundance. Okay, Lady Taurus should be exalted because we can work with her with the area of abundance. So we're going to set our goals that is so out of reach. So when you set the goal of abundance, set it to something that you feel has been totally unreachable. That's the abundance goal you want to set. Okay, so that's 1. Number 2 is ideas those ideas that you have been mulling over. Set the intentions to that. Okay, set the intentions to that. The 3rd one is travel. Travel. Set an intention to travel. Why, Ranita? Well, we do have the moon and Venus in the sign of Sagittarius. And Sagittarius zodiac loves to travel. Big time travelers. I'm Sagittarius. And so that's another area that you want to focus on. And if you have never traveled yet, this is the time to set the intention to do so. So when we are setting our intentions to bring intentions to us, setting goals with the full moon, what do we do, Ranita? Well, we write it on our joss paper. We number it out. You can go to our old videos, or I can also link how we do this. But this gives you the gist of writing your intentions in the now presence. Okay. You always want to date it and sign it. Okay, for it. Then what, if possible, if you can go outside and burn this, will be great. I know in some areas in the U.S. and in the U.K., in some areas, there is snow. There's snow has started in some areas. It has not. But if it's snowing in your area or raining, you just can't get outdoors, you can do this at your altar area or in your quiet, sacred space. Those that can get outdoors as an option, go on ahead and get outdoors. Okay? So what do? When we're doing intentions, setting goals, we're going to do what? Roll it to us. Okay? We're going to do what? Roll it to us, because we want it to do what? Come to us. Come to us. So what we do is we roll it to us and we burn our intentions. So we're going to burn it. Now, Josh paper burns very quickly. You see that? Always use fire safety first. All right? So we're burning our intentions. All right. Now that's our intentions and it's still burning and it's done. Also, too, I charge my paper with my energy and on my altar. So everything that I do tends to burn very quick because I do have a working altar and I have a high energy level. So things that I do burn, they're used to me and my energy vibrations. So in saying that, I will suggest, if you can, for the next 3 days, go outside and burn those intentions 3 days consistently. If you cannot, absolutely cannot, at least get in one good burn. What I do with the ashes, sprinkle it outside. It's biodegradable. Also, too, so that's our first intentions. I want to give you a reminder, is that whatever goals you're setting, when you're setting your intentions and when you're setting your releases, I truly, strongly suggest that you not document it and write it in your journal or your memoir, your grimoire. Write it down or a journal, whatever you have. I always take and do mines. I also put it somewhere in writing to hold on to it so I can go back and reflect to see what has came true. I don't look at it immediately. Usually I look at it down the line. All right. So you should jot it down and keep it in a sacred space and also track it. You know, tracking helps you to see what you have done. All right. So that is what we're doing for our intentions. Now, what we're going to do is do our release. Right now, I have my release on my Joss paper as well. You can also go to the website and buy Joss paper. In the release, you also want to write it down as well. I chart mine is up to you, but I believe in tracking and charting to see what has come to fruition. So when we release, we're going to do the same thing. We write it all out. We're going to date it and sign it. Because why do we sign it, Ronita? We sign it because the angels and spirit guides recognize your blueprint. Your blueprint is your own signature. Nobody else has your signature. Or you can always take some ink and use your fingerprint. Nobody else has your fingerprint. But to keep it simple, Sally, sign it. All right? Now, when we're doing a release with this full moon, you want to pick a couple of areas. I'm going to give you a guideline to 3 areas. And if you need to add, change it up, do as you will. Okay? But let me give you 3 areas that I suggest to do with this full moon of release. One is forgiveness. You can focus on one area of forgiveness. It could be itself or someone else. Number 2 is letting go of an area that you have had over the past month, over October, that's been plaguing you, something that you've been working on, something that's been bothering you. You want to let it go. Write it down and release it in the paper. Also, 2, number 3, that was number 2. So we got 1 and 2. Number 3 is health. Write out something to let go on your health and release it. Most people need to work on their health areas. Everybody does. Nobody's exempt. It can be physical, mentally, those areas of your health because you have to balance out. So you want to let that go as well. Okay? Now, with this too, and let me not forget, I'm using a candle to burn my release with this, but you're going to be using a particular candle over the next 3 days. All right. I'll get into that in a second. So here we go. When we release, what do? We roll it away. We're going to roll it away. You see those gold flakes flinging off? If you can't see it, they're flying everywhere around me. You probably can't see it on film. But the gold flakes that is gold in the atmosphere. Okay. And these are just wonderful things angels do while I'm busy. But anyway. When you want to release, roll it away. Okay, you're going to roll it away because you're releasing it. Okay, so you're going to light it. I'm going to roll it away. And what are we going to do? Light it. And that candle there, see that? And it burns very quickly. So that's doing our release. There we go. So we are now what? Releasing. See, it's burnt. Finished. It's very quick. Joss paper is extremely fast, and it is recognized in the ethers. It is what? Money. It is money. You paving a way in the astral realm. Okay. That is a practice that I practice. It's something that has been proven in my life, and I believe it'll be proven in yours too, here from the Spirit Tribe. Other people that I've been working with for years love this method because it works. We do what works, right? Now, I strongly suggest to be able to do this for 3 days consistently, releasing and setting your intentions. If you can't, one good full day is what you can do, but I strongly suggest to do it for 3 days consistently. 3 days is the magic number three. All right. So now, also too, make sure that you record what you have released, so that way you can do what? Track it, because we do what over here? We journal. Okay. So next we're going to do with our cleansing. We are going to incorporate the red candle. As you can see here, it's a red candle. Now you'll be burning the red candle. You don't have to use this size in particular. You can use the small one. Have one. I always got a lot of candles. So we'll be using red to represent the zodiac sign, Lady Taurus. Okay, she has a couple of colors, yellow and pink, but we chose red for a power color and a color of passion, and to get what we want with a lot of emotions and energy behind it. So for the next 3 days, you'll be lighting your candle. You can go back through the videos, or I can link it down below if you need it, to how we cleanse a candle. You know, you just don't light a candle. No, if you are a magical practitioner, what we do? We have to set that candle, build the candle up, light it, and make it what? Come alive. Because the candle is a what? Soul energy. Yeah, it speaks to the fire gods. All right, fire is an element. Now, you want to cleanse it. You're going to work this candle for the next 3 days as a focal point. All right. And this can be part of your bath. You light it during your bath time as well over the next 3 days. So when you do your bath, we do have a bath that we are using to cleanse our aura. Now, you know, every full moon, we do a what over here at this channel? We do a full moon lunar cleanse. We cleanse our energy field, which is our aura, along with crystals and a kit. Now, I offer a full bath lunar kit that is specially designed per month. No kit monthly cleanse is the same. It's charged by the moon. However, if you don't decide not to purchase that kit with the crystals, and there's some other special goodies that come in there, you can use your own. All right, whatever cleanse you come up with. However, when we cleanse, and we're doing it with the full moon, you always want to cleanse your area. And what do we cleanse our area with? You always want to smudge. I like to use just my things I like to use, but you can use this, and the team can use this too. I use white sage and cinnamon. I love to bring the vibration, clear the vibration out when you're doing it with sage, but you also need to raise the vibration as well. So I put cinnamon inside. I like cinnamon because it is a cleansing agent and also an abundance agent. But when you cleanse, you can use a couple of things. You don't have to use the smudging stick. You can use Palo Santo. You can use the spray Palo Santo. You can use ammonia if you don't have access to those particular elements. Also, here's the thing, what I recommend as a debonair. You should, whenever you do cleanse your area of your home, your room, and where you're taking your baths at, you should always fumigate that area as well, and raise the energy back up with incense. Now, I like to use frankincense. You can use the incense of the month. You can use the moon incense, frankincense and myrrh. Nam Champa is my all-time favorite. I just don't have it as a example here right now. But once you smudge, in my opinion, you shouldn't just smudge and make the whole area hollow, because that's what saging does. But if you use the incense, it raises the vibration back up and give it somewhat balance, okay? Because you don't want to just like, hello, you don't want to hollow. That's what saging does, okay? You have to raise the vibration back up with an incense, and it's fumigating the area and giving it a scent of to the angels and the ethers that you are present, okay? And it's constantly signaling that signal up. So you want to raise it back up with incense, okay? So we're saying that whenever you're doing a cleanse, let's say you're doing your bath cleanse, you want to burn your candle or have your crystals. Those that are purchasing, you will have a particular crystals that is picked by me and designed for this particular bath. Those that are not, you go by what you feel you should do. However, whenever you are doing a bath, you always shower first, which is a shower with soap and water. Then you do the cleanse. Now, when you do a bath cleanse of your aura, you should always get out of the tub, or if you do a shower cleanse with throwing a bucket over you, you want to dry off naturally, and that's still wet, pat yourself dry with a white towel, okay? Even when you're showering, to cleanse your body before, use a white towel. Once you dry off, you should put on something white, like a white t-shirt, white nightgown or pajamas, whatever, because you just did what? Cleanse. It should be behind that. I recommend doing a nice deep bath for at least 3 days. If you're not able to do so, a one good strong cleansing bath, but preferably three, at least 20 minutes of super hot water, as much as you can stand it, okay? And that's going to submerge, you're going to submerge yourself, all right? So, in saying that, once you do your cleanse, and dry off and put on your nightwear, you should do it at night preferably. Those that work midnights, or if your schedule is kind of switched around, you do it after you finish your work day. You want to do this mantra. Now, you're going to light your candle, and I hope I'm making this clear. You're going to light your candle, light it after you done cleanse yourself and everything, and you're going to leave your candle burning for 3 days to 4 days straight. Fire safety always. Snuff out the candle properly if you cannot leave it on. All right. If you don't have a snuffer, wet your fingers and just hit the wick. And you take it out, never blow it out, and then relight it accordingly. Okay, so once you light the candle, you're going to focus in on the candle, and we're going to say our mantra. And our mantra is this. Our Moon of Taurus mantra is this. I release and let go of all that weighs me down. I ask for closure on all that is unresolved. I ask for peace and love in my heart. I am ready to forgive. I am ready to move on. I am ready to welcome in the new. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll say the mantra again, and I will write it up on the blog. It'll be up probably by Tuesday evening. Again, let's say the mantra. Or you can close caption this as well, and you'll see it in writing. So as you light your candle, you're going to speak into your candle, right? And you're going to say, I release and let go of all that weighs me down. I ask for closure on all that is unresolved. I ask for peace and love in my heart. I am ready to forgive. I am ready to move on. I am ready to welcome in the new. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is so, and so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We always thank the universe 3 times and honor the universe in closing in our mantras. That's my suggestion. I have the way that I do it. You do the way you choose, or you try this way, and you'll see that it works out for you. Keep in mind that you're your own magical practitioner, so you will develop your own ways. Also, make sure that you take this valuable time to follow through with these things so that you can get the result that you so deserve in your life. All right? So I love you for watching today. Have a wonderful Taurus full moon. She shall be exalted. She's a great moon, full of bliss, and greatness will come your way with doing this full moon ritual. Trust and believe in yourself always. Click the wiggly bell down below to get the daily readings and so much more that we offer. And go to the website as well. I'm Ranita, the Ecliptic Spiritualist Equipped Spiritualist. I'm here to serve and help you and inspire you and me, part as a team collectively. So let's get it and throw down in this full moon of Taurus. All right, I'm with you. We got the magnificent abundance and money altar, unity altar, community altar coming up, which will be on the 13th. Go on and place your orders for intentions on the website at https://equipspiritualist7.com. Also, too, you can go to the website and order the beautiful lunar bath cleanse. It also includes a crystal kit and a few goodies in there as well. It's $28.88, and you pay shipping and handling outside of that. But it's beautiful. It's hand designed, and it is charged by the moonlight. Each full moon, it is charged diligently, and everything is pre-charged, coming to you in good high vibrations. We only bring high vibrations from this channel, and everything is to bring all of the things is to bring in the full glory of the universe and the creator, the source. That's what it's all about anyway. There's no I and me in this. This is all about bringing glory to the divine, the source, and bringing you into a higher state of understanding that you can be more than where you are today. As always, we're growing and going. I love you very much. Namaste.